I'm Doug.
I'm Mary.
And I'm Brian.
And we're here at the 2025 United States Adventure Racing National Championship, brought to you from Bentonville, Arkansas.
We have over 70 teams racing over 150 miles through this beautiful landscape. We can't wait to bring it all to you. But Mary's been here all week.
I have had the pleasure of experiencing some of the course all week, some of the mountain biking, some of the trekking. Didn't get to do the paddle, but it is iconic, awesome Arkansas. They're gonna have a great time. Hopefully they stop, take a look around, see all the little hidden gems, and really take it all in.
You have some special thanks that we want to give out to the people, the sponsors for this race.
Our Ozark Foundation, as well as Visit Bentonville. Thank you to them for taking good care of us.
And we're going to be bringing you live coverage all weekend from right here where we're standing, which is the finish line of this amazing race. We're going to be bringing you coverage and every few hours, and the schedule will be posted on the United States Adventure Racing website, as well as the Dark Zone podcast, Instagram and Facebook, the AR Dotwatch Instagram and Facebook, and the AR Insider Instagram and Facebook. We can't wait to bring you all of the coverage all weekend and all of the dot watching that you can handle. So make sure you're following all weekend, because racers are going to finish here when they climb the last 500 feet up this amazing building called the Ledger. Yeah, let's go to the start. We've got Brian Gatens and Mary. Brian.
Hey guys, how are you? Good morning.
Good morning.
We are delighted to be here. I'm going to switch the camera around so you can see the racers doing their mapping. There you go. I'm assuming you can still hear me.
Oh yeah.
So right now, a quiet has fallen over the start. Lake Weddington is absolutely beautiful. The sunrise couldn't be any nicer. And as you look around, scattered on the picnic benches and in the different areas, as you see the racers and the teams, there's Mary. The racers and the teams are slowly going through their maps, taking their time, doing a great job, very methodical. The ride here was easy. And what you're seeing is the fact that they have a lot of time to work on all of the maps. Team Fragile Flowers right here. There's Olga, Donna, and Allie getting ready for their race.
Thank you.
As we look throughout the green sunshine, the beautiful day coming in, is that team's just working through what they have here. Classic adventure racing start, right? It is pin silent here. Whispers just of the different teammates, going over the course, looking at different routes, doing their finding. But other than that, we are all systems go here at the start. A smooth arrival, a smooth bus ride. And all we're waiting for now is for the clock to tick to 9 o'clock and we could start the USARA National Championship. This is a team right here out of Wisconsin.
And so
taking
Brian,
their time.
They didn't get the maps till they got there, correct?
No, correct. They arrived here and the maps were distributed and were given out, and now they are working through the maps on these picnic tables. But they just got the maps now.
I know there was a lot of nervous energy at the race brief yesterday after watching the flyover. Do you feel that this morning there?
No, not at all. Not at all. These are teams are pros. They know the national championship, and they are just. It is the vibe here is quiet and methodical. You could hear a pin drop right now as everyone goes through the match together. This is a great starting spot because everyone can spread out. No one's really on top of each other. We have a lot of teams on the benches. Some teams have some ground over here. Other teams, there's a pavilion that's all the way over there that some teams have found. But there's zero nervous energy here. Slow preparation as teams get ready for the start of the race.
Yeah, I mean, most of the teams that are here are pros, right? I mean, not pros, but they've done a lot of adventure racing just to get to this point.
Yeah. Like as we've seen before with a lot of races. Hello, everybody. A couple of volunteers right there. So we're going live. Good job, guys. Rare is the team that shows up here as their first adventure race, right? And while it does happen from time to time, well, they're earlier in their career, and we love and applaud those folks who do that. The informal, anecdotal vibe as we walk around is that these are racers that have done this before, right? They know what it means to work on their maps. They know
Say
what it
hello
means
to the Broad Run team from here.
Broad runs from there. You go, Doug.
Hey, how's it going? How do you work on your map?
Right. This is Bill Donnie pretending he knows what he's doing. Right.
I just write things down. They just give me something to color while they figure out what we're going to do.
So, Bill, what's happening right now? Tell us what you guys are doing.
They're doing our route choice and mapping all that stuff out. I'm getting elevations and writing down the clues, which I'll have right now all the clues and the elevations on here. put it in my little quarterback sleeve, right, for easy access when I'm going to punch.
I mean, it doesn't get better than watching Wild Bill Donahoe like work on the mats.
Right. Of course, it's the pinnacle of adventure racing right now, folks. Shut down the live feed. We saw Bill working on his maps. Here we go. We have veteran racers here, slowly going through it. There you go. There's Ron working through his maps right here.
I mean, is it an adventure race without Ron Egling?
Right, exactly. You got him out. Yeah. So this is the vibe here. If you notice, like how quiet it is.
Yeah.
It's heads down. The riders are on their maps. They're just taking care of business here. These are folks who are getting ready for it. Rare is the person who shows up here and doesn't know what they're doing. What's interesting is that as quiet as it is now, we all know what's going to happen, that when we get into the race itself, we'll explode into the start and these teams are going to go full speed. One thing worth pointing out that's really worth noting, and this is a note for all race directors, is really strong credit to the race direction here, that maps are clear, they're spelled out, the course book makes a lot of sense, there's spot for the racers to work. Like there's no tumult or turmoil around these logistics. Right? Everybody gets to work, everybody gets to do their job, and racers get to focus on racing rather than any other noise they have to worry about. So really credit to USARA for doing such a nice job getting us to this point with such strong preparation.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, having an hour and 15 before they start. They will have just enough time to start making sure they have all of their routes set, but then maybe a little bit too much time because they might start second guessing things. And
tell it to Eric right now.
Yeah, you're right about that. I mean, you work on a strategy, right? And then you want that strategy to hold itself together over time, and then you have to be open to changing that strategy if you have to, but that's not always the case, right? And so teams will have to make those adjustments. And there's the idea of the teamwork we talk a lot about in adventure racing, that it's the team of three navigating around these complex choices and doing it and communicating well and making those decisions along the way, and sometimes negotiating out route choice.
And we covered early, we talked about the first two stages before we came to you guys.
On this road.
But what's unique about this race is they're all going to hit an O course later where every single person has to be able to navigate. So I see that in these videos where I see all three people in the maps, where at some races you might just have one person who is setting out the route and expectations, but looks like every team, all three people are engaged.
Right, and that's what you're seeing. Right, because this is such a non-rushed start to the race, everybody can settle down. No one is running around working on a bike. No one is running around getting their food ready. With the paddle bag drop-off and the bike drop-off, you're seeing that these teams are coming here, and all they have to worry about is mapping and racing. All the other logistics have been taken care of, and nothing is more frustrating at the start of a race than having to run around and take care of something that has nothing to do with racing.
Yeah,
that's not the case here. All these racers have to do is focus on what's right in front of them, which is a really, psychologically speaking, for a 30-hour race, really lowers their psychological load because they have so little to be worried about. All they have to do is do their navigation and stick with their teammates.
Well, and you guys drove out there to the start area. Tell people at home what the terrain is like in this area if they've never been to the Bentonville area.
Yeah, I mean, what we're seeing here is one thing that you don't see in in Northwest Arkansas is you really don't see a lot of the steep hills that we see like in the Adirondacks or out west. What we're seeing are a lot of undulating, rolling hills that will test the teams. So a lot of punchy climbs, a lot of ups, a lot of downs. That's what I see. Mary, what do you see out there?
What are we talking about?
In terms of the terrain, in terms of like what would it be like for the racers?
Oh, yeah. I mean, overall, I think the road riding sections through here aren't going to be too bad. They're definitely going to meet a lot of elevation. And like you were just saying, the short, punchy climbs on the single track. The little sugar section that they're going through is known more for elevation gain than some of the other areas around here or in proximity to downtown Bentonville. So yeah, they're going to find some... You're going to find some terrain today, that's for sure. Yeah,
and we've also been talking to teams about that. We're finishing up with their last spot is the Bella Vista mountain biking, and that we really want teams to make it there. It's a lot of mountain biking. There's that unique dog bone aspect to that. And teams were told last night at the briefing to really do their best to conserve their energy to make it to that part of the race.
Yeah, and
It's just so beautiful.
Yeah, we'll continue with the flyover here, and then we'll come back to you here in a few minutes, but we'll get to that point, and then we'll come back and talk since Mary's done some riding in that section.
Sounds great. So we're here. Let us know when you want to talk again. Otherwise, we'll be pretending like we know what we're doing. All right?
Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Bye now.
Still waking up.
So here we are. We have Jesse Spangler and his team coming down. They don't realize it, but they are the first team to get here. Now, we're going to say nothing when they get close. But right now, team number one, and we're going to play dumb because we're good at that. I only act smart. It's hard to tell us early in the race who is where and who's doing what, but that team appears to be in first place. And a lot of the other top 10 teams are kind of lost in the sauce back there. So check those trackers, keep going. They're coming through here, and if we look over here, they are electing to enter the woods for CP4 right there. It is currently 10 o'clock, 1 hour of race time is down, only 29 hours to go. And racers are coming down the road this way, and off they go. If you check those trackers at 10 o'clock, some teams are having difficulty behind us. Hit refresh on the trackers and check that out. Navigation is a little tricky to begin with right now, but the bugs have gone away a little bit, and that's a good thing. See you soon. Hi, everyone. This is Brian.
And Mary.
And we are sitting in the canoes that the teams will be taking down the Illinois River as part of the paddling section of the 2025 U.S. Adventure Racing National. Am I right about that?
USARA.
Which is also an ARWS point race. So we make sure we always want to mention that here. These canoes are prepared and prepped. If our camera person gets scanned of canoes and should give a full breadth of what they're doing out here.
All these lovely hot boats waiting for the racers to come in.
Yeah, nice warm day, getting in a nice metal canoe should be refreshing on the water. Right now we're about an hour away from the first teams coming in here, but they're doing a great job behind us, making their way through the first trekking section. Mary, any thoughts?
Teams are looking good. We hung out around CP4 for a little
CP4
while.
for a while. Yep.
Saw most teams coming through. It's starting to get hot out here.
Yeah.
But they're going to get on the water. They're going to be on the water for at least 3 hours.
3 hours on the water.
CP16, right. We said it was?
Yeah, we were saying in the van that if you're going to be stuck somewhere hot, be stuck on the water, right? Dump stuff over your head, things like that. We are very grateful for all the volunteers we hear, including our volunteer camera person. Thank you very much. You're doing a great job. We will send this back to home headquarters back at the Ledger in Bentonville, where Jeff and Doug will do their magic and send this out to the world. So thanks for watching. And remember, follow those social media. Thanks, everybody. All right, how you doing? This is Brian.
And Mary.
And here we are at the banks of the beautiful Illinois River, which according to our friends at the Arkansas Fish and Wildlife, thank you for taking good care of us.
Super nice guy.
Super nice guy. Said that they have good flow and boats should be good to get down the water. We are speaking now about TA1 and what is coming next. And what is next, Mary?
Teams are coming off the track. They're going to hit the paddle. They have an 8-mile paddle section where there's a cutoff in the middle at 4 p.m.
4 p.m.
4 p.m. cutoff.
Yes.
They make that cutoff. They can continue on to the last about 8-mile paddle to the local Whitewater Center. What happens if they don't make the cutoff?
If they don't make the cutoff, they get their bikes and they continue on the course. They shift to a short course division. If they don't make the 4 o'clock cutoff. For those of you, Earth time is now 12:41 Central Standard Time. Also, there is an award for the fastest team to do that gets the Woka Whitewater Award. And say that fast a few times, guys. Say it.
Woka Whitewater.
Thank you.
Whitewater.
And we want to point out that the boats are cooking. Please show the boats over there, please.
Baking.
The boats are baking and they're warm and they're toasty. There will be no hypothermia on those boats. We can tell you that much. The boats are nice and warm. And things are getting real here. We have busted out the whiteboard. We're not fooling around anymore. We have the whiteboard. All right, so listen.
Can't miss any of these points.
Can't miss any of those points. You keep watching. We'll keep updating you, and thanks for being here.
Straight up, straight up.
Go. Go straight, go straight, go straight, go in.
Oh boy.
Here they go. Paddle, 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 paddle. They're in. Paddle, paddle, paddle.
Go, go, go.
Yes.
Cherubini
go, go.
Brothers.
Yeah, it's Cherubini Brothers. Oh!
Oh, we watched it live.
So close to the finish. Last rapid
So
did them in.
close.
Oh my goodness. No fly eagles fly, wet eagles. Oh, the Cherubini brothers going for a swim. Where's your cheesesteak now? Oh my goodness. Here's a racer wearing a boat as a hat.
I have to say, Brian, you and Mary have been having way too much fun together.
No, miserable time here. It's miserable.
Miserable. Someone else will be in another category that says short course. And so that will be a completely different scoring system. And at the end of the day, when the final results come in, you will see teams that have, you may see teams that have more total CPs, but will be ranked below the teams that remain full course. And so it may already be updated.
Yeah, I just hit refreshed and it is here.
Yes, so Mark Harris has been diligently working on that, and you should see that in the tracker right now. So
If you go down here to the left, it's just going to be a new category, short co-ed, and then
did they make it?
short male.
Oh, here's a,
So these are all the teams that
they're showing a boat. Oh yeah, see if you can.
You know what? It's still really hot.
It's still really hot.
I won't tell you how cold it is here in the air conditioning.
Yeah. No, I can only imagine.
But I would like to come out tonight with you guys there at TA5
Oh, please.
and interact with some of the athletes and join you guys there, because I think there's no reason for me to be sitting here in the studio when we can all be out there together and having fun together. So we've told everybody to make sure that they tune in tonight at midnight Central Time for the next live broadcast. And you know, that's going to be your show, Brian. It's the Dark Zone. That's your specialty. And we'll just, I'll be along to just hang out and get to enjoy some company for a little while, other than Jeff. Jeff.
Interesting. You're going from one air conditioning PH to another.
Hey,
Right.
listen, you got to make good choices.
You're a
right?
real
We just
warrior,
talked
Phil.
about that in
Wait a
adventure
minute.
racing.
That TA happens to have the chuck wagon.
Yeah, and
air
interesting, yeah.
conditioning
Listen, it
building.
has nothing to do with the pancakes.
Well, I'm basically on an IV drip.
It has nothing to do with the pancakes.
No, of course, yeah.
But yeah, guys, you are doing awesome. Thank you again for the amazing reporting. Is that the Cherubini brothers?
No,
No,
it's
this is Women of
Women of
AR.
AR.
Oh, it's Women of
Nikki
AR.
and
Look at
Karen
that.
and Britt. Very nice. Doing a good
Woo,
job,
go
Britt.
ladies,
Very nice.
go.
They do. This is the first of 8 drops coming through. Paddle, 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 paddle. There they go. There you go. Yeah, or stay up. Yeah. Yeah.
park, which is where they will come in, and racers are going to get a map. This map is going to have 5 points on it, and each point has a clue. The clues are on the back. Now, as you can see, there are 12 photos, which means that only 5 of these actually are correspond to the clue that they will see. So they're going to have to get into the area and then match the clue, and then on the sheet they're going to have to write which number corresponds to that checkpoint. So there are some tricky photos on here, but we're going to take you around. We're going to show you all of these locations so you can see what they're matching here in Siloam Springs, which is a small little gem outside of Bentonville. This town was created in 1882 based off of an old legend of an Indian who healed people with the waters from the creek of the Salem Creek that runs through the town. You'll see from the points that racers are going to get, they're going to see this spring and maybe want to take a dip in the middle to get some healing powers as they continue on their journey. The lead racers are going to come through this area in probably about 30 minutes. But the middle of the back of the pack is going to have a little more difficulty because they might hit this area at night.
They're thinking it right now.
Exactly. You're talking Gatens. Buy us time.
All right. Where are we? TA4.
TA4.
I'm Brian. This is
Mary.
And we're at the TA4. This is the photo OTA. Not in the end. Get in the picture. You're in. You're in. Oh my God, it's so hot. It's so hot. Why is it so hot in Arkansas? Ugh. All right.
Can't stop sweating.
Stop sweating. I can't. It's like I've eaten Kung Pao.
Well, I can't see the board.
Now we're recording. You're good. Here is the board. Okay, so we're TA4, which is the photo O,
Photo O.
which is this. They have to run around town, and they have to find these places, and then turn this in for points.
And there's decoys.
There's decoys.
So they can't cheat.
Exactly.
They have to go.
They have to go. Right. And we're in Siloam Springs, which is, there's healing waters here. Because God knows we could use it, because it's really hot.
We got to go down to the spring behind us.
Yeah, there's a spring behind us. So this is Chautauqua Amphitheater, by the way. There's your team right there. What's up? Come on, come say hi.
Hi,
Say
Mom.
There you
I know
go.
my mom's watching.
Your mom's watching? Okay, what's your mother's name?
Sandy.
Sandy. And give me your name again.
Nikki. Nuclear Tumbleweeds.
Nuclear Tumbleweeds. Sandy, this is Nikki. She's doing fine. We're very proud of her. You did a fine job raising her.
Hi, Sandy.
There you go. Everyone's saying hi to Sandy. There we go. Okay, good. Thank you. Good seeing you. Bye now. Love you, Sandy. All right. It's 7 p.m.ish right now. There's 20 hours of racing left. It feels like 2000. The sun's going down, as you could tell. So the teams who missed the cutoff have rallied, right? A lot of teams missed that cutoff at 4 o'clock. They were bummed. And Rootstock came roaring through here before, full speed. So they're clearly on a mission. So Rootstock, keep that going.
They have an unknown mission.
Yes.
We don't know what their new plan is, but they seem to have rallied and have a new plan.
Right. And so we're very, very proud of them and everybody else. Teams are doing a great job. It's getting darker. It's not getting colder.
No.
No, I'm just
The
sweating.
humidity is
It's
still...
really humid. It really is.
Yeah.
But hey, we're
Gross.
having a great time though. So
Gross.
things are fantastic. Hope you're having a great time at home following the commentary. So TA4 is wrapping up here for us. We'll catch up to you down the road. Definitely will be at TA5 and it'll be fantastic. Anything else, Mary?
Oh, TA5 is going to be great.
That's gonna be
I heard
awesome.
there's AC at TA5.
Air conditioning and power.
Yeah.
Because right now it's terrible. All right. Bye now.
I assume you can get down in other places too. You might be able to get down here.
We are live here at TA5, and I'm out here. Guys, you guys look like you were having way too much fun.
Yeah, because it's air conditioning, so Doug's
Listen, I'm not going to go out in the hot. Like that just is too much. So, what do we have going on here?
We got the relay. This is the relay section. Each team member needs to go out on one leg by themselves, get all their points, and come back.
And it basically boils down. You're doing good, Mark. First off, I want to thank Bill Donahue,
It's
Racer,
almost nap time.
for doing our thing. So, Bill, thank you very much for doing that.
Anything for you guys.
Yes, what's happening here is that this tracker board, there's one teammate out there, 2 teammates in here. There are 6 checkpoints, 3 checkpoints, and 1 checkpoint, and that's how you earn the points here for these CPs. If Bill were to pan the camera around the room, you will see that there's a wide variety of racers getting a bite to eat, having a little bit of a meal, enjoying themselves, getting on TV. Over here we have UHP. We have the kitchen back there taking care of us here. We have Mark Latanzi standing there looking busy, handing out trackers. Here we have guys just getting ready and just, getting a bite to eat. This is the Chuck Wagon Pancake Paradise.
So racers, including Wild Bill, are waiting for their teammates to come back so that they can go back out because they can't leave until the next person gets here. But you might be able to learn a couple things by watching the yacht. Maybe. I don't know. What are your
Going out next.
strategies like going out next?
What leg are you on? Go kick butt. I'm gonna go like just burn through that, and then we're gonna get back and we're gonna go biking. And that's my thing.
Nice. Well, you're going to get plenty of that the rest of the race, right? How are you feeling?
Feeling all right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Everything is awesome.
Everything is awesome. All right. I like it. We're going to play Lego movie here. How were the pancakes? Pancakes good?
Pancakes are amazing.
And crunchy
That's
bacon.
really the only reason I came, not for the air.
Did you get pancakes?
No, not yet.
Crunchy bacon.
As we were saying,
Back to the race.
So basically the trackers are here right now, and what's smart about this is they can only see this in the context of this section right now. They can't see the larger picture of the race, because as we know, there's a large mystery around who's wearing what race. That's how it works in terms of the standings. Any trouble?
Oh, Bill Stewart is watching 211. As soon as 211 gets back, Bill's got to go back.
Yeah. And rest time is over. I have to take a phone with me, so.
That's here, team. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Here we are at UHP, which stands for
University of Health and Performance.
Very nice. And this is Chef. Chef is helping prepare this spread for all of our racers as part of the Chuck Wagon, what's going on right here. Tell our audience, what is UHP?
So UHP is a training center for veterans after they're exiting the military. Currently, we have a certified personal trainer course, integrated health coach course, and then in November, we're launching a culinary nutrition coach course that will start out. And then down the road, we're working on project management courses, as well as entrepreneurship and a couple of other fields. And then we're just going to continue to expand
out from there.
Yep.
So what exactly do we have here, Nikki?
This is map number 9. This is our missing map number 9 that we have transcribed. So we're going to do our best.
Outstanding. So art project and navigation.
Yeah.
So what's the plan if you go off the red line?
We figure it out.
Don't go off the red line.
Don't go off the red line.
Got it. Well, it's resourceful.
Yeah.
We're at D2. We've got 2 teams here right now. Is that right?
Yep.
We've got 2 teams here. We've got full steam ahead.
Awesome.
Who's the other team here, Brian?
Say again?
Who's the other team?
The other team was, I didn't catch who that was. They just passed through pretty quickly. Another team coming in here too right now. This is actually Wadali coming in right now.
Nice. The leaders of the race.
Yeah, Wadali, keep turning this way. Keep turning this way. Look over here.
Oh, we're going in the woods.
Yep.
Travel.
Mary and Brian, can you guys tell people at
Got it.
home how this bike section works, right? Because there are 2 points for each.
Minute. Hold on.
Hold on here.
Okay.
You're watching right here.
All right. Go ahead. Sorry, Doug.
Can you tell everybody at home how these checkpoints work on this last bike section?
So this is called what they call a dog bone section. So to get the actual points, you need to get
I think.
both. Yep. We got Mary here.
The 2 checkpoints.
Oh, here we go. Wadali's going to explain to us what we have to do here.
2 checkpoints equals 1 checkpoint.
2 checkpoints equals 1 checkpoint.
Sequential order.
Look at them mathing. They're mathing this late in the race. I love it.
They're mathing well, also.
Stories.
Let's go back. Let's talk to Mary Chandler for a second.
Okay.
Mary, how are you feeling? Tell everybody at home how you guys are doing.
We're just gonna go.
Doug, is that Doug?
Around somewhere.
It is Doug.
This is a tough end to a race. It's hard to push on these. These trails would be more fun if we had a little more power, but it's all good. We're doing well. We're still moving.
You guys have all the power, and you're looking fantastic.
Thank you.
It was good to see you last night at TA5, and I look forward to seeing you here at the finish line. It's all set up and waiting for you.
Can you like transport us
Maybe
there?
by dinner, lunchtime?
Sure, absolutely. I've got cold beer here, and we're ready for you.
Thanks, Doug.
Morning. We are coming to you from this lovely bakery cafe we found with a table of hay.
In honor of our adventure racing colleagues that are out there doing their thing, we are updating. It is now 8:43 on Saturday, September 13th, Central Standard Time. We just left D2, and teams are making their way down towards Bentonville.
Caught a lot of teams coming through D2, and the convenience store about 2 minutes from here is quite a popular place right now.
And so what we're seeing now is, we're like on the west side, if you will, of the mountain bike. And many of the teams that are going for more points are coming in that direction, doing those dog modes. Like we said, we sat at D2, and we saw a lot of really strong teams coming through. And our plan now is to head down towards the southern part of the racing track, some more teams there. We saw Wadali come through, and they had a really rough track. And then, they climbed to the field.
Mary made the comment about that mountain bike section, the B's, the 2 dog bone B's being not an easy section.
And they the fresh days. I mean, Wadali just poured right through. What's nice too, besides Wadali, you're seeing other teams that are pushing, but a lot of the more mid-pack and back-of-the-pack teams are really doing their best out here, working really hard. And so we're really impressed by what they're doing and how hard they're working. And they deserve that deserves to be recognized. So watch that track.
And they've managed the course well, so they're now able to experience the highlight of the race, right?
Exactly.
The Bella Vista mountain bike trails.
And we said that from the beginning. We wanted those teams to get to those trails in one piece, right, and to enjoy it. We are seeing the effects of the heat on some teams, but they're stopping and they're hydrating and they're getting going. So
it's about to start warming up again.
Yeah. And by the way, we ordered 2 locals breakfasts. I got my eggs sunny side up. What'd you get?
Nice cold brew.
Cold brew. We're having some coffee. So the media team is out here swinging away. It's weird to be in air conditioning, but we can't all be Doug Silk. All right. So have a great day. Bye now. All right, folks, there's D2. And over here, just hanging around, is Mary Foster.
It's a gorgeous morning.
What's going on, Mary? Fill us in. What are we doing right now?
We are, what?
What are we doing right now?
Oh, I'm hanging out on the swing in Bella Vista.
Oh, okay. What else? Anything else going on?
No.
No race or anything?
No.
No? Oh, okay.
We drove to Arkansas.
Oh, no, an acorn just fell on me. I just took an acorn to the head.
Taking you out. We are hanging out here. Should be a nice group of teams about to come through. We got Full Steam Ahead. We got Grit.
Wadali.
We have Wadali. There's 1 or 2 other ones that should be coming through here soon.
Right.
So we're going to hang out here, catch them, then go a little further south.
Yep. And we think we're ahead of most of the teams.
We are. We're hoping that some of the ones that are more east right now come more west.
All right. Well, we'll see.
And we'll find out.
All right. Stay tuned.
See ya.
We're not doing B2. We're not.
Be out of here.
Get out of here.
Good job, guys. You guys down. You guys down too. How you guys feeling? You'll find it eventually. Well, you get a sense of your speed, right?
Yeah, we've been monitoring this. Ooh, harder. Now that we know what speed we're going. We know we don't have time to clear the section.
The final climb up to the ledger is awesome. When do you ever get a chance to ride your bike up a building? 500 feet up a building? When you're walking it, it looks more intimidating than it actually is. Super fun ride. They have some nice mosaics, bugs on the embedded in the concrete. It was great. It was super fun. It wasn't that bad. It's not as bad as it looks. You know, at the end of a 30-hour race, especially coming off of the Bella Vista mountain bike trails, I think they're going to feel that incline a lot more than I did. When they make that final turn and see the finish line arch right up at the top, they'll be fine. They'll be super excited. They're going to feel super accomplished. They've just done this great thing, and all of that other climbing, totally forgotten.
So you start working your way up through the field. I'm sure as being a racer who is the middle to the back of the pack, getting Wadali to pass you on the race course is a pretty exciting day for most people.
There are some comments.
They're like, what are you guys doing here?
But it's also hard to tell what anybody was doing, right? Because you know some teams are skipping checkpoints and there's some different route choices. And our friends that we were just with Rootstock, but for our problem, but maybe they're having a problem later. Maybe they're ahead of us. We really had no idea where anybody was. It wasn't until we came off the paddle, I think, where we saw Jesse Spangler's team and we're like, oh. And then there's an out back from the TA, and that helped kind of like, okay, so we're still moving. We actually, I was kind of surprised we made our comeback faster than I expected. Actually, I thought we would be fighting a little bit longer, but I don't know.
Speaking of the paddle, that paddle was pretty interesting in those boats and the rapids. How did you guys maneuver through the rapids?
We didn't.
You're like, I'm getting out, we're getting out, we're not getting wet.
Well, there was the preliminary rapids at checkpoint 17.
There was the test. It was the pre-test.
And we failed. So we kind of took that as a little bit of an omen.
Yeah.
And when we got to the real deal,
you're like, no.
No, we're portaging.
Yeah, I don't know that anybody made it through that at all.
Yeah.
So that's
and it seemed like some people had a lot of trouble. Some people
it wasn't so much the rapid, it was just the water that you can't keep out of your boat, and then you're steering a bathtub, and then there's nothing you can do about it, right? It just starts to go out from underneath you.
I actually posted a really fun video of Tug Hill where they come through and their entire boat gets submerged, and you just see them go down, and next thing you know, they're basically sitting on the bottom of the river, and it's like the boat's going, but they can't do anything. They can't even get out of it. So you guys push hard. Did you know when you had passed Grit?
Kind of a funny thing. People don't know it. Like when the punches that we have, that when we to show that we were at a checkpoint, we put this little stick in a little box, and it goes beep. The boxes are actually set up so that they turn off if they haven't been used in a long time, and so. When you put your stick in and it hasn't been used in a long time, it takes a while to turn. It takes an extra second. But I mean, you go from 1 second to 2 seconds, and when you've been hearing beep, 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 and then it's like beep, then you're like, oh, I noticed something. And so we got to one, and I said to them, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that one was just woken up. The only time that's typically the case is if you're the first one in the race to do it, to punch that box. And we're surprised because we didn't think we would be the first one at that punch, but we had an idea. Like, I mean, we didn't know.
It was a guess.
It was, It was like maybe. And then
But that makes sense why none of the rest of us would understand that little delay means that you're in first place. Because it's usually you guys. So
anytime there is, we're always usually excited. I woke it up. Brian said that. We're like, yeah. Spangler got out ahead of us. We were kind of surprised that somehow we passed them on the trek.
Did you like the photo O course? Because I tested that out. It was interesting, and that town is super cute.
I did. It was something different. It was difficult I think it was difficult in the dark.
Oh
We
yeah.
were there right at sunset, and we could kind of get a feel for it before the lights went out. But yeah, it was. I think some teams had it easier if they were full light compared to the ones that all in the dark. But it was something fun.
I thought so too, because especially the one where you had to be on the other side of the river and you had to basically match the stones in the bottom of the picture with the gazebo, but the gazebo's covered and you wouldn't have even seen it in the dark. And you wouldn't see the silhouette of the rocks in the photo. So good on you guys for getting those points in the dark. What was your highlight of the race?
Getting on the 6th floor.
Yes. Finishing.
I mean, that was unique, a very unique finish, right? Yeah. But also you're like, man, I really got to climb this thing at the end of the race.
It was a nice grade. It could have been way worse.
Yes.
It was way harder on the trails for us.
Obviously other than the navigational issue at the very beginning, any super low points for the team?
I had a good rookie move where I left the tracker on my PFD and we lost 15 minutes, I think. 15 minutes running back. At least I realized it.
Yeah.
I'm usually always on with that, but nope. Just, I've only done a couple of these, so it happens.
Just a few. I could see how you'd make that mistake.
That was a bummer because we had fought so hard. We got up, we were like, we saw Spangler's team leaving, Trigret leaving or whatever, and we were like, the window had closed right up the lead teams.
Yeah.
And then I just cost us 15 minutes running back for the stupid tracker, but it happens.
And that's something we wouldn't have even known because obviously you don't have the tracker,
you
right?
You would think we were just camped out in the TA, which it's fine.
Well, and I've seen your transition. Like I saw you when you came into TA5 late last night, and it was super, like you guys came in, dropped at the map board, did your thing, you ran out and took off, and these two started moving around. Like it was something to watch. So I'm glad that you guys had a great race.
It was a little low.
Yeah. How many times have you guys won the national championship here with USARA?
Together or individually?
Well, yeah, let's say together first.
Together, this was our 4th in the last 5 years, I think. So we're having a good time together.
And how many individually outside of this as well?
I'm behind. I only have 5.
He needs us to not race one year so he can catch back up. Biz and I are 6.
Okay.
We have 6. And but 4 with this combination, which is cool. And then we've all won another 1 or 2 with another team. So it's kind of that we raced against each other.
Yeah,
Brian beat us both one year, and then Biz beat us. Yeah, it's kind of fun. So we've been racing against each other forever.
Nice. And then you formed this power team, and now back-to-back champions. I got to witness both of them the last 2 years. Hopefully we'll get to witness you guys next year at the National Championship Race. So thank you guys for joining us. Go get something to eat and drink, and we'll see you at the banquet tonight.
Thank you for all your work.
No problem. There you have it. All right, we'll go back out. Let's talk to some people. All right. We got a couple teams right here that just finished. How are you guys feeling?
Amazing and horrible.
That sounds like adventure racing to me. Talking about how we were physically and mentally done to that 20. Okay. How much pain the body can take. If you just keep going, your body will catch up. It's not going to like you very much. What was your favorite part of the race? The hard one. photo op? The photo op was pretty fun. Yeah? Yeah. I went out and did that in Storm Springs. It's a really cool little town with a cool history. If you take a dip in the creek because it had healing powers, apparently. We did take a dip in a different creek. I think a lot of people took dips in that in I think that was with the heat right there, that probably feel like feeling fun. Well, congratulations, guys. Great race.
How was your race? Right? I mean, look at them. They don't even look like they've raced. Nobody can smell you on the camera. You don't need to tell them that.
If only you could smell us.
So tell us about your race.
Boy, it was hot. It was dynamic. I would say.
Yeah, you got to use the mic.
I would say it was pretty dynamic course. I would say the roads, Bentonville roads, are just somehow magical. Somehow they never feel like they're going up. Like the road sections were super fun and smooth and rideable. The single track was challenging, especially at the end of a race.
Yeah. Scary. It was really hot, and then having to add that in some long sections. It was kind of brutal today. Yeah. And the rocks, they bite. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Got a little boo-boo.
Well, I was going to ask because I know before the race we saw you guys, and you guys had some good luck charms.
We did.
Do you still have them on you?
Oh, yeah. They're in our
so
pack.
You had them
we
and
had
they
them
worked?
the whole time.
Because you're here. I mean mine are...
Stitches, I don't think.
Okay.
Okay.
I would say that's a win.
Yeah.
And there was no Taylor Swift release that I know of.
Oh.
I did search last night because I was thinking about you, and I wanted to be able to give you some good advice. She asked me before the race, like, if Taylor releases a single, I need to find her on the course and let her know.
This is the information we need when we're racing for 30 hours.
We need stuff to sing, too.
Right? How many Taylor Swift songs did you guys sing during?
My teammates don't actually tolerate that. A big shout out to Amanda Bolai, my true Swiftie, and also one of the greatest adventure racers of all time.
What?
I mean, Taylor's probably watching right now.
Yeah,
I
can't
would
imagine what else
so,
she's doing.
I'm sure she's very proud of you guys. What was your favorite part of the race?
I think the gravel last night was good. The gravel last night was good. The paddling was really nice. On a hot day, it was nice to be in the paddle, even when we dunked. It was fine.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think my favorite part of the whole race was dumping.
Not the dumping that you're thinking of. You're talking about the water.
No, that always goes too far.
Yeah, because we saw some videos from the Whitewater, and it was interesting.
Yeah, we chose to portage the whole thing, and people said that was the right move, but my shoulders say otherwise. That canoe was very heavy.
Well, it looked like a World War II era, like steel.
Yes, it did.
I felt like that it was going to be anti-aircraft guns shooting out of there.
We actually installed a periscope.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, there were we have some great video on Instagram of some boats that literally turned into submarines as they were coming through some of the water.
Did any get lost in the bottom of the river?
There were a couple that might have been trapped.
All right.
So they had a good time in the paddle section, I'm sure.
Nice.
Well, thank you guys for jumping on. I'll let you go get cool. But great race, guys. And good seeing you out here.
Thank you.
I'll be up in 8 to 9 minutes.
Getting up is the hardest part, I think, right now.
Yeah, we had a blast. We worked really well together. We kind of stuck to our goals and recovered well.
You guys crushed the dog bone area, in the second part of the race, and that's...
Yeah,
There's no crushing.
Maybe some soul crushing, but that's...
Just forward motion.
Well, you guys did awesome.
We were disappointed in the moment, and then we got over it. So.
Well, and I think you have to do that really quickly in adventure racing sometimes. So great job out there, guys. Just have to talk into the microphone.
Okay.
So, tell me about your race. How'd it go?
We made a lot of great decisions, but the final bike was brutal. Was absolutely brutal. Yep.
Was it because of the difficulty of the trails or the heat or both?
Elevation, timing, fatigue at the very end. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, having 33 miles of single track at the end of a 30-hour race is pretty difficult. Did you guys make the paddle cutoff?
We did.
On day one.
We did.
And how did that factor into your decision making early on in the race?
Me and her had to browbeat him into not being greedy and getting, he's like, we've got to clear all 14, 15.
And we were so like.
Make sure you hold the mic so they can hear you. That's fine, because there's a lot of background. Yeah.
Kelly and I were very adamant that we wanted to make that 4 p.m. Cutoff time. So it was a lot of persuasion.
Like 5 minutes.
We made it by like, yeah.
5-minute window.
He said you got to hold the mic real close. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
So how close were you guys to the cutoff?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Wow. Well,
we're sweating
it's better than being on the other end of the cutoff, because we had some teams that did clear that first section, but missed the cutoff by 5 minutes.
Oh, wow.
So it's good that you listened to them, because that's a difference of being ranked in the top whatever and being in the number 45 is the best that you could be, because 45 people made the cutoff. And if they did, they were ranked above anybody who did not make the cutoff because they missed the mandatory point and everybody else was short course. So it was a bit of contention for people at home. And obviously all the racers knew about it. You guys knew about it and made decisions based off of that, right? Because normally you would push to clear that whole section. And
it was a high value section.
Yeah, 15 points over 3 or 4 hours generally. That took about 5-ish, right, for most teams. Was the navigation difficult, or the terrain, or what made it a little bit longer than I think anticipated?
I would say the heat and the navigation wasn't horrible. It wasn't as bad as some of the other sections, but the heat was rough that day, for me anyway.
How bad did you guys dump in the canoes?
No, we ran the Whitewater Center, the first drop, did not capsize it there. We took out a bunch of water, but it managed to eddy out and empty the boat, but figured it would take more time to relaunch it and run the rest of them than it would be just to run the boat down.
And portage it,
so we didn't do that. The first rapids at TA2, whatever the time cutoff one, we got caught up with a boat in front of us, and we did turn it over there.
Yeah. So that water probably felt good at that point, though.
Yeah, I went back and did River Angels and dumped some heat out. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with that heat, you have to do something to stay cool. And I talked to a couple other people last night at TA5 who were saying that they were hoping that they would find water out on the course, but everything was bone dry, right? Like little creek beds or things like that. Did you guys kind of run into that problem as well?
I thought the staff did an amazing job at TA's having water for us. We were able to fill our bladders, our water bottles, so we didn't feel the need to go and find water on the course.
Good.
Because the staff did an amazing job in supplying water for us.
We were
even at 4 a.m.
Yeah, we were just talking to the volunteers about how we couldn't do these races without them.
Very much.
We're out there running it, but when we get in there, you're relying on them. So what does the national championship race mean to you guys?
I've been short coursed out of a handful of nationals before, so the full course is cool.
That's awesome. Congratulations, guys. Really great job. Thank you for joining us today. Say hi to everybody at home. Thank you for cheering them on, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys next year.
Cool.
All right. Thank you, guys. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling silky smooth.
See, we've been talking about that the entire weekend. How was your race? I mean, you were super excited at the O course. And so, did you go crush it like you thought you would?
I was the green. I got the one. The little river bed. I'm so proud of myself.
Well, it was funny because I watched you go out, and then next thing you know, you're right back. So you did crush it, just like you said you would.
We came in. I haven't raced with Charlie in like a decade. We met Liz for the first time in person
here.
Stephanie was able to connect me because I said I didn't have a team.
Awesome.
And they found me a team.
So we came in with sort of like wondering how it was going to go, right? And but it went well. You know, we didn't make the cutoff, which is kind of a bummer. But same thing that Abby said. Like, you kind of get disappointed and then you just move on, right?
Yeah.
And everybody did good. They pushed hard. It was hot.
Yeah.
It was hot. And I think we did everything that we probably could have done.
Awesome.
And that was great.
Well, if you got everything out of the course that you could, then that sounds like a good day.
Probably couldn't have done any.
Good.
It was good.
Awesome. Congratulations, guys. Really proud of you.
I was sitting over there. That's good. It's nice and air conditioned in here.
Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you. I wish you were
Listen,
out there.
you're live right now. Like we are
We're
live.
not back live.
Oh, we are. We have been live
Here,
the
talk
entire.
on
No,
this.
you talk on that. I have one.
All right. Hello, everyone. How are you doing?
So, what brought you back to the race, Jeff? Like you haven't raced in a long time.
Well, I was on my way from Colorado through this area, and I thought, you know, I haven't raced Worlds in a while. Or no, what is this?
Nationals.
Nationals.
Yeah.
I haven't raced Worlds since Wyoming either.
No time like the present. I mean, there's one in a couple weeks.
Well, I told Hunter that I was going to retire after Eco Challenge, and of course that didn't hold because we went in 2022 to that other TV show that I did horribly in. But I keep retiring, and then I reached out to Brenda and Clay, and they needed a teammate. And I was like, all right, I'm stoked. Let's do it.
I mean, talk about jumping in with both feet into the deep end.
Yeah.
This was not a course to just jump in on.
No, dude, it was long.
But if there's one thing that you like, I know it's mountain biking.
I do. I mountain biked crazy.
Yes.
It's all day today was mountain biking.
Did you love that? You were in love today.
Oh yeah, I loved it. Every minute of it, and I wish that I could have gone for more points on the single track because it was such a blast in there.
Yeah.
But we were running out of time and we had to bail, and we made a few errors out there, but you know, we recovered, and you know, we made that cutoff, which I heard was incredible.
Oh yeah.
You know, so yeah, just happy to be back, man. I'm glad to see everybody. It's like every USARA Nationals is like a reunion.
Yeah.
It is a complete reunion because all these racers will race other races throughout the year, but you'll never see them.
Yep.
But when we all come together here, it's great. It was awesome. It was hot, but it felt like
probably
Florida.
very different than Colorado, where you just were for a couple months.
No, I left and it was snowing on Pikes Peak, and then I came
little
straight to the heat.
Well, awesome. We'll look forward to. You've got some races coming up here at the end of the year that will gain points for next year's USARA competition for racers, right?
Well, we've got 7 races still left this year. So we're going to be quite busy. Obviously, the Cauldron down in Florida, which is where by the way, I hired 12. I didn't hire them, but they're going to volunteer. 12 high school students going to dress
to come
up.
Scare people?
Oh, it's going to be so good.
Listen, if you want to race for Halloween, go race the Cauldron and get the crap scared out of you in the middle of the race, because he's going to have high school students now that are going to run out of the woods and chase you down with a Jason mask.
Yeah, so the rules are they're at the checkpoints. And if they tag you, you have to go shoot back out. You can't punch the punch. You have to get to the punch without being tagged by a zombie.
Oh my gosh.
It is so great.
Well, that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for jumping in
bet,
here.
man.
I think we have Tug Hill waiting to jump in here. Tug Hill, you guys ready to jump in?
All right, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
See you,
Good
man.
to see you.
He's getting up.
You're getting old man. You guys made my Instagram reel with your Captain Jack Sparrow sinking of the boat. It was probably the smoothest thing I've ever seen when somebody went underwater. You guys, I mean, you played the rapids correctly. You went right where you were supposed to go, but what happened? And you're gonna have to hold the mic real close.
Hold the mic real close.
Tell us what happened.
I guess, I mean, when the boat filled up with water, I think we just had too much weight in the boat, and those boats aren't really designed to go through rapids like that. So it filled up with water, and then we weren't able to steer it. So eventually we got pushed out to the left, and the boat got pinned against the rocks, and it took us a long time to get it unpinned.
Did you guys know it took the water rescue guy like 45 minutes to pull us out?
Oh my gosh.
So we like all the time we made up on our paddle, we lost with this guy pulling us out.
Oh my gosh.
That was brutal.
That's brutal.
The first rapid though, where we brought it into shore when it was underwater,
It was
that
amazing.
was pretty awesome.
It was like
Yeah.
the first thing I thought was that scene in Pirates of the Caribbean where the boat's sinking and he walks right off onto the shore. If one of you would have done that, it would have been game over. Like that would have been the coolest exit that anybody's ever seen.
We were like celebrating how cool it was, and then realized our paddle bag was unzipped and our stuff was
And
floating
then the
all
yard
over.
sale happened. The funniest part was like you had the baler and you just threw the baler away because you're like, fucking the whole thing is underwater at that point. So it was hilarious. And I'm sure at that point the water felt pretty good being with the heat. How did you guys manage the heat in this race?
A combination of not very well and just good enough.
Hey, that's what you need to keep going. But you made the time cutoff, which was big. Did you realize how many teams did not, or did you realize that at all?
We didn't know that at all.
We didn't know it. I guess I kind of figured because during the paddle I didn't see a lot of teams, and we were standing there waiting for our boat to be pulled out, and there were a lot of teams that I thought would be there that we didn't see go by.
Did you guys plan accordingly on that first trek, knowing that cutoff loomed large, that if you don't make that, you're then ranked behind everybody that made it? Okay. Okay.
It's just loud in here.
So did you guys factor that into your decision making going in?
Definitely. So in our race planning, we said, all right, we want to be here by 11 o'clock so we can do the rest of our plan and get in on time. And we were there around there a little bit after, and we pushed it a little bit longer into the cutoff than we wanted to, but it was still pretty close. So
how much did you make the cutoff by? Do you know?
Yeah, we made it by quite a lot.
Oh, nice.
I think. Yeah, we the time that we wanted to get on the water was 1. We ended up getting on the water at 2, but we paddled fast and it was good.
Nice.
Stewart says, hi, Tuck.
Hi, Anna. I know that they got a kick out of the video because it got replayed several times by other people because it was just fantastic. So you guys will get a kick out of that when you go. We had great beat reporters during this whole time with Brian Gatens from the Dark Zone and Mary Foster from Adventure Enablers that were out there on course. Did you guys see them a lot on course?
Yeah, we saw him 2 or 3 times. Yeah, it was good seeing him.
It was such a value add to a broadcast like this to have people live out there talking to you guys as you're going. How excited are you to go take a shower right now?
Extremely excited. We actually were thinking about getting the hot tub at the hotel to sweat out all the ticks that are embedded in our legs.
Yeah, so I heard that those ticks were pretty bad.
Yeah, I've been sitting here talking on this, digging them out of my skin.
Oh, jeez. All right, well, I won't be sitting on that couch for a little while. Sorry again, the Ledger. I have no control over that. Thank you guys for jumping in here. Go get some hydration, and we'll see you guys at the banquet tonight.
Thank you.
Come on.
Go to the couch?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I've got the couch. Come on.
Come on, we need teammates.
We need a teammate, at least one of them.
No, you need both of them.
Diane, come.
You're going to have to hold the mic real close when you're talking. You can make it. You can make it.
Nothing left. We both have nothing left. Nothing left.
All right.
We got it.
So, congratulations.
Thank
You guys just finished the National Championship Race. It's kind of like, hey, you're going to go to Disney World. How does this feel?
Yeah, felt just like Disney World.
Felt just like Disney World,
yeah,
right?
I mean, it was like a party every second.
So I know you guys formed this team kind of last minute.
Yep.
Tell me how the team came together and
Okay. Jen, Brenda, and myself had a team, but then Brenda wanted to race with her local people from Wisconsin. Jen got picked up by the girls, so we had, it was me and Leah and Greg, but Greg got...
I'm not Greg.
It's not Greg.
It's like Greg.
And then, but Diane was like, I'll take Greg's place. I'm stronger than he is. You are. Greg's watching this.
No.
Can't say no.
I'm a glutton for punishment.
Well, Greg hurt himself, so Diane jumped in.
Yeah, just a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
You guys did a kind of cram course. I was talking to Kevin Willert last week in Canada, and he was talking about training with you guys for a few weeks leading up to Canada, and you guys just crammed hard.
Well, she's done a C2C with me.
Right.
So 4 years ago.
This terrain's a little different than C2C, right?
Yeah, but she's done a long race.
Yeah.
I mean, they both got cred. There's some street cred there.
Well, and now you have a national championship race under your belt. What was your favorite part of this race?
Canoe for sure.
Yeah, you did enjoy the paddle.
The paddle.
I did the 6-1 orienteering and I had a blast.
Okay.
Because it was night, it was cool.
There was some terrain out there in that. I mean, it was.
There was, you had to drop down into those. It was like I was looking down, going, "How the hell am I going to get down there?" It's like that's waiting. And then, it was challenging to get to.
And Leah, what was your favorite part?
I liked the photo O and the finish. It was very cool.
That Siloam Springs. Like I went out and did the photo O on Thursday, and it was a lot of fun. Did you guys were there in the dark trying to do it, or you guys did it in the day? Okay, because we talked to some teams. That was it would have been challenging in the dark because there was a couple where you needed to actually be able to see the full landscape, like the water tower, right? Like if you didn't look in the right place, you're probably. How long did you stand at the coffee shop and go, "Where is this?"
No, I stood there. I stood there looking. Yeah, because
they didn't have coffee when you got there.
It wasn't open, and I'm looking at the coffee shop, and then Leah goes, "Turn around." She figured
spotted it right away. I love it. That town, we did a piece on it while people were out on the course. That town was founded because an Indian elder allegedly healed someone through the waters of the creek that goes through that little town. And then the town built up around that because they believed that creek had healing powers. So I don't know if you ended up wading through that, but you're probably healed of whatever ailments that you have now.
We're gonna go back there.
We're gonna have to go back after this.
We're
Yeah.
gonna have to go back. Of heat exhaustion.
So now that you have done one national championship, are you going to come back for more?
I've done a dozen.
Ask me next week.
Right? She's one and done.
She's the one and
I
done.
know, Ron. I mean, how many national championships have
done
you
about
raced?
A dozen.
A dozen?
Yeah.
And Leah, I mean, I know you're not going to say no if somebody was to ask you to race.
Well, you proved yourself. She backboned the team.
I have never seen her without a smile.
Both of us were just going off the heat and everything. We were bonking, and she just held everything together.
Well, that's what you need, right? You need a glue to keep a team together, to keep moving forward. You know that better than I do.
We learned one thing. If you want Diane to be a really good mountain biker, just get her mad. I don't know what it was. She was like.
I thought you were gonna say fed.
Fed might have done no.
Fed or mad,
she, she was really struggling with it, and then something clicked, and then she was just like whoosh. You did that. I was like, I was like, I gotta get out of here.
The single track here, I mean, we got some explanations earlier that like intermediate trails here are like difficult trails in other places.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is not like Santos or some of the trails that are down there. It's hard to kind of train for something like this. Did you guys have fun at least on the single track?
On the downhills were so much fun. I mean, they were just. There was only one time when that last little one in the in the creek, and I could not resist. They were sitting back at one of the entrances, and I'm like, I just have to go flying through there, and then I waited.
But we didn't get to single track until you're already fatigued and tired. And
it would have been nice to have the single track when you weren't like exhausted.
Well, and just so you know, like you're not the only team that felt that. Like Wadali, who won this, literally we caught them on course at D2 with Brian Gatens and Mary Foster, and they were like, this would be so much fun if we weren't so gassed already. Yeah. So everybody was gassed going into this. And unfortunately, because of the way the course had to set up, it had to be at the end. You guys persevered through it. Congratulations on a national championship. And thank you for joining me on the therapy couch.
And,
That's what I'm calling it.
and realize they're both of them first national championship.
Yep.
And they've done some other races, but it was. I was when I was talking to them about it. It's like I want you to realize this is not like a normal race.
Yeah.
They make it really hard.
Well, yeah, they have to, right? They have to. It has
The
to be worthy of the national
national
championship.
championship, yeah.
And now you guys are salty, so you can go brag about this forever. So hope you hope you enjoy the medals, and it was very well earned. Say hello to everybody at home that's watching and cheering for you guys.
Look at the camera.
And there you go. Thank you guys for joining
wave
us.
at him.
Yeah, the camera is over there somewhere.
There's something. Look at the thing over there. Look at the screen. It's like a big.
Well,
Wait,
thank
now
you
that's
guys.
me.
I appreciate
There
it.
you go. Oh,
Good job.
We still gotta get up.
I know. You want help? I'll help you. Come on.
No, I got. Oh, here.
Oh, yeah.
Man, there we go. We got it.
Good job, guys.
Thank you so much. Now we gotta get to the car. Let's go.
I know, right? Congratulations, man. What a race.
Yeah, that was something.
Yeah.
That was something.
I mean, listen, you put everybody's nerves on edge at the first cutoff.
Including our own. Including our own.
What were you guys thinking at that point in the race? Because
So we made a big error on CP3 on the track.
Okay.
And we figured it out, but we estimated we lost about 40 minutes out there. Between that and kind of some inefficiency around CP4, so we had like a 30-second team reset. And we discussed how we need to get back to doing what we do well, and we nailed the rest of the track.
Yep.
But we ran out of water. And I think our route took us away from water. We didn't even see any water when we needed water. And we got to a point where the time was ticking. We knew we were cutting it close, and we had to miss a couple CPs to get to the put-in. We got to the put-in, I think it was like 2:20, so 20 minutes after the recommended time.
were you trying to get there too?
That was, yeah, the plan was to get there at 2, but we knew that there was a little bit of wiggle room based on kind of the information given pre-race, so we pushed to get there. We had no water. We were absolutely exhausted. And we got in the boats. We did like a 1-minute TA. We TA'd in the boat while it was floating. Put on our PFDs and just went. And we paddled hard, but we were also like rehydrating, refueling. And at some point, we were never getting ahead of the time estimate, so we began paddling a little harder. And Kate was navigating, my teammate Kate, but when we crossed a bridge with maybe, I forget the amount of K, but it was at 10 minutes per K, we were low on time. We didn't have enough time. So we just put our heads down for something like 25 minutes and just paddled as hard as we could. And when we rounded the corner and saw the takeout, we realized there was a rapid there. We absolutely got destroyed with the women of AR. They were right in front of us. And as I'm circling in the eddy, going absolutely crazy, I couldn't get out. I'm on the paddle, a pack, a be free, a map. Garrison is yelling, "You have to punch now!"
Right.
Like, I can't get out of the water. So if we dropped the stuff, I got out, we punched, and we made it. We were the last team to make it through.
Well, and that's, when we were getting the reports, the last 3 teams, obviously it was you, Rib, and Women of AR.
Yes, yeah.
Were the last 3 teams. And we knew it was carnage at a lot of the rapids, because even teams that were making it through the rapids were ending up getting swamped, and then having to spend all the time taking your boat out of the water, getting all of your stuff out, getting it emptied and get back on the water. And so you guys made the cutoff just barely, and there were some teams just behind you, super competitive teams, that did not.
Yeah, we
that saw you in the transition.
Yes, yeah. We chatted with them. We felt bad for them because we knew that they had pushed just as hard as us on the paddle. That trek was hotter than expected, longer than expected, more technical than expected. And we had seen them a bunch on the trek, and we knew they were putting in the effort. And you don't like to beat a team because they miss a cutoff when you just made the cutoff so early in the race. I'd rather beat them on something later on. It was unfortunate for them, but I guess that's what happens.
Well, and obviously you wouldn't know where you are at that point in the race, but you guys' ability to continue to push. We saw this last year at the National Championship Race. where
You can start now.
Okay, so yeah, we'll start all over. We have the stars of the show here now. So if you grab the mic, just know you got to hold it really close because it's picking up all kinds of background. So we were talking about, so last year you guys made some amazing navigation choices that ended up surprising everybody at the end because of the window points that ended up landing you on the podium. This year, I think that it was more your grit and determination that has now landed you on the podium.
Cool.
So I don't know if I'm breaking news to you right now. Okay.
We like keep track of the teams around us, figure out what's going on, and we had a sense, but there are also teams that we didn't talk to, we didn't know what they were doing. So
Yeah, so in the co-ed category, obviously Wadali was the national champion, and second place goes to High Point Racing.
Wow.
And you guys are finishing third.
Awesome. Kudos to High Point. I mean, Wadali, been there, done that, but High Point had a killer race.
Yeah, they cleared the course. They're one of only 4 teams that have cleared the course, and we're waiting on 2 to get in here right now in order to be able to be considered clearing and full course with Women of AR. You can see on the dots here, we got Women of AR and Team Ozark that are trying to get in here right now. We have 13 minutes before they start losing points.
we were with Women of AR. I didn't realize they had cleared the course. They were pushing hard. They're a great team. Great team.
Yeah, I mean, fantastic team, strong team. Right now, they're going to be literally digging into every ounce of mountain biking skill that they have in order to get back here and punch that before the clock runs out.
And they have a lot of that skill.
They do. They do.
Yeah, they're struggling to find that.
Well, and so we were just talking about this because I don't know if you guys heard what happened to Grit, but Jesse had a really tough time.
Yes,
he had some stomach
She
issues,
saw
and
them a few times.
when they came in, they had a hard time in the very same spot that they are having in the town and trying to get over to the mandatory spot. And if the tracker is correct, this could be a difference in 3rd or 4th overall. If Team Ozark is able to catch and pass Women of AR before they cross the finish line.
Yeah. Wow.
Like, it's crazy to think that we are 29 hours and 49 minutes into the race, and this race for the overall podium is going to come down to maybe seconds.
Wow.
So that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
In a day and a half of the kind of racing that you guys just did. What's that? Oh, they did. Okay. So I take that back. Ozark has dropped some of the dog bones, I think. Okay. So that means that even if they come in before them, Women of AR will land on the podium in 3rd place overall and win the all women's category for the 2nd year
Kudos
in a row.
to them. They were just moving so smoothly every time we saw them.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about like what your favorite parts of the race were.
Yeah. Anybody want to go first?
Share the mic.
I just like thinking back as you asked that, the first thing that pops into my head are actually the rapids that we paddled through. I think that might be the most memorable part of the race. Maybe not the favorite in the moment, as I lost more than 1,000 calories of food that got filled with nasty river water.
Oh no.
But like in retrospect, when I think back about this race, I have a feeling I'm going to think about that first.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the rest of you?
Yeah, I think I was going to say the same thing because, I mean, as everyone knows, it was a really hot race.
Yeah.
And I think we all struggled to just, I mean, we're all from the Northeast. Like, we really struggled to just acclimate to the temperature. And dunking, as we did a couple times, was just the best feeling that, I mean, just about the best feeling ever.
Yeah.
Well, I nearly died.
What? Hold on. Why didn't we lead with this story? Because I think that story is more important than the rest of them.
So it wasn't a high point. I was on a high point when I fell.
Okay.
And then reached a low point very quickly. This was out of the orienteering section. I tried to cut down too aggressively to the river. Put my map in my mouth with my headlight on my head. as I was sliding down, my feet came out from under me. It's very slick rock here.
Was
It's
this
like
at
very
TA5,
gravelly.
the O relay?
And it would have been like a great like America's Funniest Home Video, because I start sliding and the paper just goes up into my eyes and I get blinded from the headlight shining into the paper, and meanwhile I'm going downhill at like 8-10 miles an hour, like, oh boy. And there was about a 5-foot drop, and then another slide for 2 seconds, and then a 6-foot drop. And I think I grabbed a tree along the way because my shoulder's really sore, and slid sideways, and then just landed right on my backpack. And thank God for the water bladder, because it cushioned my fall.
Gosh.
But yeah, I was pretty banged up. But yeah, it could have been so bad. It was marked as a cliff zone.
And you found it.
I am cliff, so I assumed that was my
Right?
zone. Yeah, don't do what I do. The biking obviously was so hyped up, and have friends who've done Expedition Ozark. Kate's done it, and friends who've just come for vacation here. So to be able to have nationals in Bentonville, you got to get on those trails. And I would say 10 out of 10, except that I felt like I was in a Boil-A-Bag human skin because it was so hot for me. But I would still give it a 9 out of 10, even with the heat, because it's really cool trails. And we saw, even on the ride in, so many more cool trails that like you
didn't even get to ride.
No, I mean, I think we barely even scratched the surface here.
Speaking of scratching the surface, I'm looking down at your knees, and every single one of your knees, and I don't know if it's going to come across in the video, but it looks like you guys had some fun in some briars.
It was a very tough debate between wearing pants, which are hot, and wearing shorts. And I've never bushwhacked in Arkansas. I really hope there wasn't like razor wire thorns. Turns out there was. So it was very painful.
That was a gamble that didn't pay off.
No, it still paid off.
But it did, because I mean, imagine the heat with the pants on. Yeah.
They need to design some cooler pants.
Yes.
I mean, all the pants I've tried on are way too hot to wear.
Well,
at one point on the first trek, I looked around and we all had like just blood streaming down both the fronts and backs of our knees.
And you were probably like, hell yeah,
Yeah,
let's
like,
go.
This is pretty.
Now this is an adventure race,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Here we go.
Well, say hello to everybody at home that has been tracking you guys and watching you guys. Thank you guys for joining us. Congratulations on another spectacular national championship and another podium finish. Oh, we'll look forward to seeing you guys at the banquet tonight.
Thank you.
Women of AR coming in with 6 minutes to spare, and they are gassed. Every single one of them is hands on their knees, sitting on the ground actually right across the finish line, knowing that they had 5.5 minutes to spare. Wow. Oh my gosh. Heck yeah, you're crying. You just finished third overall at the national championship.
I think she's just crying because she finally stopped biking.
She's crying happy tears because she can stop biking right now. All right, hey, good job, guys. Congratulations. Good job.
Thanks, Doug.
Great job, Nikki.
Good job, Nikki.